Howdy ho, everybody. It's time to get back to Minecraft InfDev. Oh my god. Yes. The one and only series you've all been looking forward to every week on youtube.com/saplo. Okay, so we finished up this house in last episode, and I think this episode it will be time to sort out this road to the used to be mine before the monolith destroyed the mine, and set up some stuff that would make it look like there was a mine here, and also hide this road over here. So let's get into that. I think the easiest one of these things to do would be to hide this road. I think we'll start with doing that. So terraform we shall. Let's see. So this is going to go up. We'll go up like a little bit like this. Another one, and then another one. Another one. DJ Khaled. Hell yeah. Yeah. So where do we leave off story-wise with this? I was definitely debating making an orphanage, and I still kind of want to do that. So I will probably make one of those at some point. Alright, so we've run into the issue that there needs to be like something up here. Yeah, here we go. I love terraforming. It's just the idea that this will be here, and this is nobody. There's nobody's gonna know that this is here. It's just such a fun. It's such a fun flex to be like, yeah, I built the entire. Oh, whoops. Whoopsies, my bad. But it is a fun flex to be able to just be like, yeah, you thought this was a normal mountain. Actually, behind the scenes, I was doing some work, you know. I've been on the hustle, the grind recently, and I've recorded the required sketch for the upcoming game video I talked about yesterday. It's taken a little bit longer than I had originally anticipated, but that is I don't know, to be expected at this point. I'm not great at calculating how long things are gonna take. Ooh, more sheep. But the nice thing is I do have the general outline for how I want the whole video to go, and I got pretty much everything I need recorded for it. So that'll be fun when that's all done. No, you sheep. You stupid sheep. Give me your wool. And the sketches, it's like an interesting, it's like, you know when you hit a good, wow, there's so many sheep. You know you've hit, so what the hell, he's just having a little, he's spazzing out a little bit. You know you've kind of like, I don't know, when you have to compromise, you know, when you're like, oh, I don't have what I need to pull something off, so you have to make compromise. Like a key, I feel like it's a key part of the creative process. You have to come up with a great idea, and then just realize you just can't do the great idea. And you have to figure out how to make a diet version of said great idea, or you know, so some version of it can get done. So that's what I had to do with the skit. I had to compromise. I had to come up with something slightly less to the image that I had wanted, but it's alright. I think all total I might be something good, and if not, you know what, there's always another video I can work on. I can always do some research as well. Yeah, it should be fun. Just have to transfer the footage and then get chopping. Because I find, I don't know, I really like skits. I really like editing skits. It's like kind of like filmmaking more than like a video essay is, which is kind of more like just writing and then reading and then adding visuals to like an essay. or something like that, which is cool too. But it's not the same as like sort of a little bit more visual storytelling appeal you can do. Oh, there we go. Let's get this last one. Always gotta collect the sheep. You can have enough wool to finish all these projects that I've been working on. Yeah, and I was just thinking I want to make a orphanage, but I just kind of don't see a reason for an orphanage to exist currently. So I'm just not going to do that. That was going to be today's video, but just, you know, no orphanage. No, like why make orphanage? Why orphanage? Why? It's just like, you know, a cool kind of maybe trope. I feel like it's a trope. Yeah, it's like a thing that they do a lot. It's not overdone exactly, but it is definitely done. People do it. It's been known to exist. So, but I just like it's fun to like, oh, a haunted orphanage, scary. I've been getting into watching some movies recently. I watched the movie Blade, which is cool. That's like an interesting one. I've always been like a fan of like the vampire kind of genre of fiction, or at least as an idea, just because there's like, I feel like I like zombie movies a lot as well, but the zombie is not a very versatile creature. Like, the biggest advancements we've done with zombies in filmmaking was making them run fast. You know, like there's like a lot less depth to zombies, I think. Just because there's like kind of like two kinds of zombies. There's the zombie slow, there's the zombie fast, there's the zombie, and then there's like the alive zombie, and there's the dead zombie, you know, like the infected and the living dead. That's maybe more the difference, because the ones that are infected tend to be kind of on the faster side. And yeah, and it's like what is it? Like zombies are like a commentary on like consumerism or something, and that's about it. I don't know. They're just like, it's like, oh yeah, you look at like the Shaun of the Dead zombies. It's like, oh yeah, being a loser is kind of like being a zombie. You have nothing going on in your life. You basically are a zombie, and so you kind of have to, I don't know, it's like something like zombies are actually society, something like that, some sort of jokerification of zombies. And then excuse me, I yawn. Do I have to say that if I yawn? I don't know. And yeah, but the vampire genre, it's like you can do zombies, but with vampires, you know, because they've got that like eating humans aspect, you know, but they also have the aspect of it being like an infection as well. But they're also like, you know, conscious. Like a zombie kind of can't be super outwardly thinking, otherwise it's not a zombie anymore. Really, it's like something else. But a vampire off the get-go is going to be crafty. It's going to be thinking. It's like, you know, it's like what is it? The stand-in is, it's like the count. It's the vampire is the elite upper class that sucks the blood of the young virgins. You know what I mean? And you've got like kind of, you know, that layer of capital. You can do the capitalism critique, whatever kind of, or whatever, but maybe not consumerism so much. But you're like, they're the rich elite. The vampire are the rich elite who feast on the poor and are parasites living off the host. And it's interesting too, because like with Blade, the way they kind of reinvent the vampire a bit, where it's like in the movie they have like the old guard of vampires who are the like pure blood vampires who run society in the shadows, and they all are old and wrinkly and gross, and they just kind of run things secretly in the shadows, because that's that's what they do. That's what they do. They're the little billionaires, the tech tycoons, right? But then there's like the young vampires who are like, nah, I want to party. I want to go partying. Oh, you're stopping me. You're old. You're too old. You don't get it. I want to go and I want to do a blood rave, and then get killed by Blade. Get chopped up by Blade. I don't know. I think it's kind of an interesting kind of dynamic with like the new wave of vampire versus the old wave of vampire. It's kind of cool. And in, you know, as far as action movies go, it's not like, it's got some good action bits in it. It's not crazy. It's not amazing, but I wouldn't put it in the classic category of like this bad. Not at all. It's like above average. But as far as action movies go, like, it's not average, but I don't know. There's some parts where it's like, you know, the good ones, they hit really, really hard, but then this one kind of is just like, something about it. It's a little goofy. It's got that goofiness to it, but I like it. It goes hard in a goofy way. It commits to the goofiness, I guess you could say. To the point where it loops around to being cool sometimes. Yeah, that's just kind of all built together, and you know, it's always fun to see, like, I don't know, just, guys shooting vampires is fun. I would also say I think it's the most jacked old man I've seen in a while. Whoever plays like the Blade's like foster father, he's cool. He's got some arms to him, you know. Jacked grandpa. Jacked grandpa vibes. Alright, well, so I just finished that over there, and for this one I think I forgot that in my example video, not example, but like referenced media, these were like sort of fenced off houses in the background here, and they were kind of like cobblestone with a fence barrier. And they had a little chimney out back. Now, I don't want to do the little chimney because I put the cooking material indoors for most of them, or whatever. But I do think I want to make them backyard fences because that kind of makes sense to me, at least. So, for this one, it's going to be like this. There's these 3, 4, but the tops are all going to be kind of like, yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, okay. Oh god, I want to do that too. Okay, oh, wow, it's like the moments I'm not actively in need of these, there's just 1,000 sheep spawning constantly all the time. These guys they got me good. Yeah. Yeah, and I went to watch Blade specifically because I want to watch Blade 2, which I have heard not so great things about. And I was kind of surprised by how good Blade 1 actually was, because I wasn't expecting it to be good. But it was good. And then I'm like, go to check out Blade 2, just the first like 10 minutes of it, which is made by, Blade 2 is made by Guillermo del Toro. Because I was like, I just felt like watching Guillermo del Toro movies for some reason. And he makes cool movies. I think he's a good filmmaker. I watched his Pinocchio on Netflix's Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio movie. You know, real ones know what I'm talking about. What if I did this? Here we go. Yeah, this kind of looks like the image I was referencing. So I'm excited. I'm happy about that. yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check out Blade 2 because Blade 2 is made by him, but it's like you can't watch Blade 2 and not see Blade 1, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll watch Blade 1. So I go and I watch Blade 1, and it's good. And then I check out the first like couple 10 minutes of Blade 2, and it's like it's so crazy because it's like Guillermo del Toro I consider to be like a top 10 filmmakers of his time, let's say. Like it's not that he's like not able to make like a shit movie. He can do it, but it's like he made like Pan's Labyrinth. It was just like such a good movie, you know what I mean? And it is just funny, like to watch it, and just in the first 10 minutes you're like, oh, this is like really, it's cool, like the action set stuff is cool, but the opening monologue like immediately just kind of ruins some emotional impact of the first movie. I'm not gonna say what, just in case any of you guys are gonna check that movie out, but it's just like, I'm just in my mind, I'm like, why, what was the reason for this? Like, maybe it was like the way they pitched it to the studio, and he just really wanted to make a Blade movie, but the studio would only let him make Blade if it was like that, the way that they had to pitch it like that. I don't know, but okay, here's this. I think what I want it to be is relative to the backyard on the inside, but on the outside, as long as it is the 1.5 blocks tall, it works as a fence anyways, so that will be what we do. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's all good, and I think I need to deconstruct this slightly. But it's just funny to see him like make like objectively bad choices. I feel like they're objectively bad, maybe they're not, but I haven't finished the movie. It might turn around, but I was just thinking to myself like, yikes, this isn't going anywhere great right now. But watching the first opening, like the action is cool. He's good with the action. The set piece is good. I think I'm gonna just quickly put this here because yeah, I think that'll give the vibe I'm looking for. Yep. Nope. There we go. Look at this. You're nice. Just 2 out of 10 backyard. Exactly what people need. And let's add it to the. This was, oh, I see, okay. That's only one building. I gotta do it for the rest of them. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll maybe update you guys in a future video when I actually go over all that material and finish that movie. But for now, that's just kind of my first impression. I'm like, Blade 1 good. It's like goofy. It feels like such a 2000s movie, but it was made in 1998, which is odd. Like visual effects wise, it feels like it was made in the early 2000s, but I feel like for 1998, it was like borderline revolutionary, I guess. I don't know, I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but it feels like really, like what they're doing with the effects seems pretty difficult to me, so it's like impressive they pulled it off. And yeah, so the director of it, I believe, worked on, it looks like he's got mostly credits for stuff like making, what movie was it? Wizard of Oz. Like, he was the set designer for Wizard of Oz, something like that, or the practical effects guy. There's a lot of good practical effects in the first movie, I'll say that much. Yeah, so it was good, and I had a fun time, which is really all you can ask for from a movie. that's about a guy who kills vampires. Like, if you imagine if it was like a hauntingly tragic time, it wasn't fun at all, you know? It would be like, okay, well, that was a good movie, but, you know, now I'm sad. I don't want to be sad watching this. But I also watched Kronos, which was Guillermo del Toro's first film. And that was pretty quality. I like that. It was like obviously very much a short film. Not short film, sorry, first film. So you could see the trappings of amateurness there. But very solid start, you know, like a quality. It's like, that's somebody's first film. It's like, ow. And I think it's just because they did a bunch of short films. I really think short films are like the way to making like movie level stuff, for the sole reason that you get better at telling stories and working with people the more short films you make. It just kind of feels like a objective logicking right there. Just the objective truth. The truth of the matter. Okay, we're gonna pull this around here. Oh yeah, because this is actually all terraformed. See more of my terraforming shenanigans at work here. So, Kronos was interesting. It's like another vampire one. This is his first ever vampire and/or movie full length, and it pulled off decently. I mean, it didn't like. I feel like it would have been like a big fun part of like vampire movies is when they're like, or you know, like if you've seen like Van Helsing, they have like the whole vampire like family. It's like, oh, these are all vampires, and you see like how they've been like existing or whatever. Their little vampire nest. That's the cool, like one of the cooler parts. And Kronos was kind of more like, it was different. It was definitely different, more low key. Obviously, they didn't have the money for that, so they didn't even try to have like a billion vampires or anything like that. It was more like about a machine that sort of turns you into vampires. It was a cool idea. And it was so funny. Oh my god, how did I forget this? Ron Perlman is in it. He's in it. It's just so funny to see Ron Perlman in Kronos. And he's just like some like rich guy's like stupid nephew. And he's just, the whole movie's in Spanish, right? But Ron Perlman's there just speaking English and just being like, fucking, I'm Ron Perlman and I thought my stupid uncle wants me to do something. I don't understand because I'm like a Neanderthal. It's so funny. It's so funny. Ron Perlman's got such a funny look to him. There's this movie Quest for Fire, which I haven't finished, but I have watched a decent amount of, and it's just Ron Perlman pretending to be an actual Neanderthal, and it's just, it's like perfect. I don't know. But it does explain how he got the role for Hellboy, because he is new Guillermo del Toro from all the way back then. I really wonder how he even got acting in that movie in Mexico, in a Mexican production, you know, before it even came to Hollywood. I'm curious. I'm really curious. Maybe one day I'll find out. But it is just for that alone. I'd suggest just checking out the movie. It's just funny to see like a young Ron Perlman complain about his uncle and talking about it and just be like anticipate getting like the money from his dying uncle and then to get a nose job. It's pretty funny. Pacific Rim is a movie I've never seen, but I have the desire to see it. I want to see Pacific Rim. I want to Pacific my rim. You know what? I meant it as like a haha funny sexual innuendo sort of thing, but I think it worked too well. I feel grossed out now. What about Ronning my Perlman? Okay. That one I want to see. I saw bits of it as a kid, but I haven't seen it in so long. But it's like a big, you know, ocean monster movie. I really want to check it out. And so I'll probably be my next watch as a film enjoyer, as a movie viewer. Whoops. Is that a zombie right there? Did I see? Alright, gotta take out the big ol' axe. What do you think you're doing? You think I'm over there? Huh? Oh, and I'm out of axe. I'm just gonna punch him to death. Yep. Ow! Oh my goodness. Yeah, hit him with the axe of justice. What can I say? Goddamn. Come here, piggy. You're mine. Imagine that's so much. So many punches. Is a punching bag. That little piggy. Yeah. So back to Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro. I guess actually just Guillermo del Toro. I'm done. I'm done with Ron Perlman. Bug that guy. I don't want to think about him anymore. Unga bunga ass. Unga bunga Ron Perlman. Poor Ron Perlman catching so many strays right now. Just shit talking him for no reason. Doesn't even deserve it. Didn't even do anything. He just looks like that. I wonder if they'd done a DNA test on it. They should, just to find out if he's like the most Neanderthal person that ever exists. It's like you realize the only prosthetic they did for Hellboy was paint him red. Everything else was already like that. Okay, enough of that. Enough of it. I need to watch myself. I'm going too wild right now. I'm out of control. Yeah, so Pacific Rim, one of the ones to watch. I'm excited for the what is it? It's the Frankenstein movie that Guillermo del Toro's directing. That's gonna come out at some point, so that's kind of cool. Oh, now I don't have a. Oh well. Yeah, I kind of like these remakes, but here's this. I got a hot take about the guy who made Nosferatu, like the new movie Nosferatu, was Robert. Oh no! This is the real worst enemy in the game. Okay. So yeah, Robert Eggers, I think is his name, and he made like The Witch and The Lighthouse and The Northman, and then he's made his newest movies, Nosferatu, and they're all good movies. Nosferatu is also pretty good, but apparently he's gonna make a retelling of A Christmas Carol. And look, Nosferatu, it's like, okay, one time remaking an old tale. It's like, okay, I mean, they've already done it before. Like, I think Francis Ford Coppola did that back in the day. And, they've already retold Dracula and the Nosferatu thing over and over again. But it's alright, make your remake. But then to follow that up with another remake of a classic tale, it's like, I get it. Kind of cool idea to do that and have William Dafoe play Scrooge or whatever, but it's like, come on, just make a new story. Come up with something new. Don't just like tell that tale, but don't directly tell that tale. Make up a different story that's exactly the same as Christmas Carol, or not exactly the same, but very similar trappings wise, and then say, because he made Nosferatu, and Nosferatu was good, but it was still flawed. Like, he didn't even nail it. Like, he was like, we'll make a German movie, and that's takes place in Germany, and we're gonna have everyone speak like a British person. And I just, that bothers me so much, because it's like, other people, you go ahead, do it, whatever. But it's like, Robert Eggers, literally his whole thing is like, we film in the OG aspect ratio they used back in the day for The Lighthouse, and you're gonna talk in Old English. Why? Because this movie takes place in the time when you would talk in Old English. And it's like, okay, I respect that. That helps with the vibe. That makes me feel like this movie is actually taking place in that time, sort of. It really grounds me in the time period. You make a movie about Germany, and then you just have everybody speak with a British accent. When you've done this for 3 movies in a row, you had the Northmen, they were speaking, they had the was it Swedish accents or something? You know? So, I'm in danger. Okay. I do not have the necessary required combat skills to not be dead by these guys. I'm gonna go hide inside and get a new... Oh, no. I feel like I'm gonna get hunted. You know, I'm just like, that just bothers me so much. It's like, you just can't make, don't make them, it's like, oh, it's Europe, they could be British, I'm not gonna notice, but for some reason, if I talk about a specific Scandinavian country, they're all gonna speak in the specific dialect of that Scandinavian thing. Like, I don't get it. Did like, you think no one can do a convincing German accent? I really don't understand. Really don't. But either way, it's still good, but that aspect still bothers me. I don't know what to say. and now he's gonna do a Christmas Carol, or are they not? Are they all gonna be speaking in like American? Is Scrooge American actually? I feel like he's British. He's gonna be like, I'm Scrooge. I'm British. Or is he gonna make him like American for no reason? He's like, I don't know. Or is he gonna make him British because I don't know. What's he gonna do? I feel like I'm not excited for it. I'm gonna say that much. Alright, I'm not excited. I'd rather he make a new thing. Yeah, there you go. This is my vitriolic hot take. Spicy. Alright, let's make that pickaxe. I've been eyeing some movies lately, and I think I'm just gonna try and go through Guillermo del Toro's whole discography. I watched Bone Tomahawk. That was a good movie. I really like Bone Tomahawk, actually. That one hit pretty good. I was like, Kurt Russell makes a really good cowboy. I really like his character in the movie too, because he's like this competent kind of guy, but he's like, you know, he's like he's kind of like what do you call it? Maneuvering the machismo of the time, where he's like, you know, the guy's in the movie, he's the main character. Well, I don't even know if he's the main character, but this guy, he gets his wife kidnapped, and then the sheriff's deputy, and I don't know what he was. He was like a higher up than the sheriff, I feel like, but he was injured anyhow. So he's like, he doesn't try to stop him from doing anything, like, because he's like chasing after his wife. He understands that, like, you know, he's going to make some rash decisions, but he does try his best to guide him in a way that he's not going to hurt himself as badly. And it's just so, it's like he's just subtly being like, instead of being just like, no, don't go after your wife, he's like, yeah, you can come. And he's like, but you gotta, we're just gotta do a thing. We're gonna take it slower, you know. He's just subtly like trying to, you know, it's like limit things. The way he just like kind of weaves through that, and it's just kind of like he made a really good character. I don't know what to say. I enjoyed how he played him, and I enjoyed how the character was written, and I also thought the special effects were pretty crazy. I was totally caught off guard by just how gory it got, because it's mostly like kind of like the movie's kind of mostly just walking around in like the desert, sort of. And so you think the movie's like, oh, they ran out of money, that's why the whole movie takes place while they're just walking. But it's really carried by its acting, and it's actually like just so well done. And then they pull out some like expensive ass VFX. It's pretty crazy. Not VFX, sorry, but like practical effects. And there's some moments in this one. I'll say that. Okay, here we go. So this is like the rich district, and then I really want to make like a slum, which I think I'm gonna put back here, which is just like a bunch of rickety old shacks, because this isn't rich. You're not living the high life here, but you're not like broke. This is like middle class. You got your working, you got a house properly, you know. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Back here behind these houses, it's like the front of the bay, you know. Just around the corner, slum. It's just horrible. Or around the corner, I'm gonna put I'll put an orphanage. I'm not sure. I think maybe here would make for a good orphanage, like right here. And then the slums down there. Or the orphanage here and the slums kind of like up here. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah, so we updated this. Now this walkway kind of goes over the ocean. I have yet to determine what to do with this. But we'll find out what I decide. What the heck? Alright, we're back. I took a little pause. Let me adjust my microphone. My micro mic, bro. Infinite feedback loop. Alright, let's make it nice and nice out. Let's get the honing in. Prey spotted. You can't escape me. You can't escape the wrath. My wrath. No, it's not my wrath. My curiosity. My interest in your wool. My hunger for your goods. Your goods. Coming at you. Be afraid. Okay. So, road. We're gonna fix up this road, and then we're gonna call it a day, call it a week, even. So here's another thing we've run out of entirely is ore. So maybe it might be better to. You know what? I don't need ore to complete the rest of this. I don't think, but let's see. Alright, yeah, for this particular one. I have a feeling like, you know how they build train tracks and stuff? They kind of build them on top of like mounds of dirt. I think what I will do is make mounds of dirt. Because, well, let's be real, like, how would I imagine this is what I think they would do. So, they would probably carve this out of the side of the mountain. But since I didn't really carve it out of the side of the mountain when I put this down, I could do some adjustments. I could be, terraforming this to make it look a little bit more like they carved it out of the side of the mountain. Or they would fill it in with gravel, but they'd probably put like big rocks first, and then they put the gravel on top. They might even do like a little wall, and then fill it with dirt underneath, and then pave it over with stones. And also, what I want to make it look like is this leads into the mine, but I've been thinking, what if everybody said the monolith just appeared out of nowhere one day, right? But I already wanted to establish it as like sort of a thing where it was made, like people were going here to mine coal, but it turned out they were actually just building the monolith and the underground part, and then the monolith kind of rose out. But instead of making it a supernaturally rising out, what if everyone here just is like gaslit themselves to thinking this doesn't exist, and then one day they could see it, they could like acknowledge the existence of the monolith. So it's always been here, and they even built this road to it. I like that kind of idea even better, where it's like, yeah, it's like there is no monolith over the mountain, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong is happening. I kind of like that, like a complete denial of reality. In that case, I think they would build up. They would fill it out with the dirt. Actually, they'd probably fill it out with gravel, but I use gravel for the road. So we'll do a little mixture of sand and dirt, and we'll make a rock wall for it. That's what we'll do. Okay. So let's just do it on dry land first, so we can just figure out kind of how I'd like this to work. So obviously for the parts that aren't connected to the ocean, they wouldn't need like a wall to like keep the sand from getting washed away. But maybe you could account for tides. Let's say there's some tides. Okay, so whoop, doop. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this gravel because I don't want to use the gravel. So it's gonna only be about one up the whole way, and then the way this will work, it's kind of just like sand. Alright, I like this. I think it's come together. Definitely needs a bit more of an extension here. Maybe even... Oh, actually, you know what? I actually like this. It's coming together. It's getting dark. Can I see a sheep? Think you can escape my clutches? I don't think so. Little do they know, this is a fake. This is a fake hollow. Oh, look at it, it's already covered in grass already. It's pretty quick. save on resources is everything that's not like immediately, like not everything under this level is going to be probably cobblestone. It could also be like, you know, like a sign of erosion or something from the lapping of the waves. Getting pretty deep. Alright, and okay, so this is the extent of the concrete reinforcement wall from the ocean on this side. And I just need to texture it up a little bit. Voila. Ka-chow! The ka-chow victory. Did it. Now let's just focus on getting that initial roundup. Where did I even get all the sand from? Oh, from the old house. That's where I got it all from. Quite a hefty amount of sand, if I do say so myself. I mined it for the creation of a Colosseum. It's been a bit. have enough sand to finish this? I hope so. I feel like it could be overflowing a slight bit over here. I may have gone too far, too close. You know what? I'm sure if somebody tried to build this as well in this hypothetical town, they would have made it a little close as well. So that's my defense. It's just accurate. It's just how they built it, man. I'm just doing it how they did it. Okay, we almost had enough. Gotta go back to the shack. So, how's this feeling? I think it's feeling decent. Okay, now the other side. Does the other side actually need... I'm gonna say the other side doesn't because of this, basically what acts as a wall. Little alcove. Wee little alcove in the little space back there. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. A beautiful, beautiful. There, it looks like it's piled on. Maybe I can make this extend just a little bit further out here. And we're done. That's good. Might even be a little too... I'll tone it back just one or two. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Target acquired. Give me that. Just steal your clothes, run away. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Sheep? Nothing, that's what I thought. Nothing. Yeah, there we go, yeah. Another one. My goodness. That's the road complete. Construction has finished up. Bye, sheep. I think it looks decent. That's a good road. And we've done some good backyards here. I approve. Good shit. Good shit. Look at that, nice little curve. And voila. Oh, look at that vibe, that ominous little vibe creeping into everything. The scariness. Ew, I feel like the fog adds like a lot to this. The way it only like reveals things in the corners of your eyes, just way easier than it does in things on the sides and whatnot. Things on the sides get revealed sooner. How did this sheep is like fast? It's moving fast, man. Get, boy, get. Give me this. Oh no! Fuck! That's a crash. It is possible, folks, that this entire, all of our progress lost. Oh, jeez. What happens if I run? I'm gonna hit save, escape, save and quit. Oh, that's horrible, man. Oh, it's all gonna be fucking gone. Ah. Okay. Oh, I don't like that, but I feel like that means it's not gone. What? Alright. Yeah, that probably means it's it. Did I corrupt it accidentally? My bad. Chasing a sheep into the wrong side of the world. Okay, well the sheep are there. Please. My building. Whew. Whew. Scared me for a second there. Okay. Must have been like a GPU glitch. Alright. Well. Okay. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next week.